Hello Falcons and welcome to CTV's 4th episode of the year.
Today we reveal the first Falcon Spotlight of the year, talk sports, and a quick look back on the Seniors vs. Staff basketball game.
Welcome to the show.
It's been raining cats and dogs out there lately, Max, but for Colfax Rodeo competitors, it makes no difference.
I can personally attest to that, Autania, as I camera hopped for reporter Gabe Piette in the cold and wet to shine the first ever Falcon Spotlight on our spectacular Colfax athletes.
Let's head out to the rodeo arena now.
Hello, I'm Gabriel Piette, and today I'm saddling up and tying in our local sophomore triplets. We're at the Lincoln Rodeo Arena where we take a look at Wyatt and Weston Smith. We're going to explore their hard work and dedication for the sport that they love, rodeo. Wyatt and Weston Smith are 2 of 3 triplets that compete within the California High School Rodeo Administration District 3, who also happen to be national champions.
Yes, I'm very proud of where I am in the rodeo scene right now. I've worked my butt off day in and day out trying to get to where I am, and I'm just following in my dad's footsteps for what he did, just trying to get better every day.
They rank fairly high in this year's standings and are proud of their past accomplishments and where they stand now.
Well, to be honest, my dad's the one who got me into it. Ever since I was little, I was always on a horse, had a rope in my hand. So I really have to give that one to my dad. He got me started really early. That's really good.
It took a lot of hard work and training to allow Wyatt to gain 2nd place and Weston to receive 4th place in their district standings.
Oh, it's nice. I mean, we help each other out. We're competition for each other, but we don't always agree on everything, but it works itself out in the end eventually. So
there's a lot of people involved within the rodeo, directly and indirectly. Millen Marino is a student state representative and attends many of the state rodeo meetings to discuss important topics regarding the rodeo events. She is also active in a few rodeo events and has the experience to explain how it all works.
My job at the rodeo scene would probably, I'm the breakaway director, so I have to stand in the arena during the junior boys breakaway, the junior girls breakaway, the high school breakaway. The events I participate in are breakaway roping and girls cutting.
This has been Gabriel Piette for CTV with camera op Maxx Wolff and editor Jake Smothers, signing off.
It was absolutely freezing out there, Autania, making the skills of these rodeo contestants all the more spectacular.
I can't even imagine roping a calf, let alone riding a bull in weather like that.
Rodeo is a super cool sport with a great community supporting it.
We wish the best of luck to Wyatt, Weston, and Malin for the rest of the season.
Now, Autania, last week, the annual Seniors vs. Staff basketball game tipped off, and let me tell you, there was no shortage to the action.
Diego Perez has the recap now.
On February 14th, the annual Colfax Senior vs. Staff basketball benefit game took place at the Ron Pucci Pavilion. The annual event was organized by the Colfax Leadership Program and chaired by ASB President Alex Melendez. The goal: have fun, connect, and support others.
This is my 34th game. I've never missed a staff game, and it is always fun.
There's definitely the playful aggressiveness in it. We're all the staff and the seniors, we all don't know what we're doing, obviously. So we're just having fun and just kind of playing a fun game of basketball.
The best part is just having fun with staff members, our friends, and squaring it off against some of the seniors. It's been cool.
Fun was the name of the game on Thursday, but a good cause made the game even better for the participants.
I think it's a really good idea. I think it's awesome when, as a school, we can help people in need or help anyone at all. Yeah. I think Colfax has embraced that as a culture really well, just trying to make everyone around them better.
I think it's a great thing that our school does. We always seem to have programs to help the needy, and that's really what makes the school unique and great as far as I'm concerned. It's good to help people out who need the help.
Our PPL cross-country champion.
It has been an eventful game here at the Pucci Pavilion where the Senior vs. Staff basketball game has taken place. I'm Diego Perez reporting for CTV, signing off.
I love that event, Autania, and it just gets better every year.
I wholeheartedly agree, and a special thanks to ASB President Alex Lundes and her leadership team for making it happen.
Are you considering running for class officer next year? Well, the election packet deadline has been extended due to crazy weather and the holidays. There is a mandatory meeting of all candidates this Thursday in the Media Hub. Yeah, that's right next door to this studio. This meeting will be to clarify some vague details about the election process, and again, it is mandatory, and it is at lunch in the Media Hub.
From what I'm hearing, it sounds like you could still have the chance to run for office.
Yeah, absolutely right, Autania. The race is yet to begin, so throw your hat in the ring and let your ideas be heard.
Falcons, it's that time.
Time for sports. Sarah, you're up.
Hey there, Falcons, and welcome back to Around the PVL. Even though snow has been coming down lately, it has been too much for the mountains to keep our ski and snowboard teams on standby as they await good weather to continue their league. However, our snowboard team has already qualified 8 racers for the state championships. For the girls, it's Faith Moore, Chloe Qualls, and Lauren Conway. And on the boys' side, we have Tyler Sudgen, Ryan Donovan, Nathan Francella, Trace Williams, and Dylan Garcia. This is the biggest turnout of state championship qualifiers in the past 7 years. And speaking of large numbers, last week history was made when junior Grace Bliss scored the 1,500th point of her career here at Colfax. Let's take a closer look at this achievement.
On the night of February 12, 2019, junior power forward Grace Bliss surpassed a milestone that few can reach, scoring 1,500 points over the course of the last 3 high school seasons. Grace, a well-rounded athlete who also participates in volleyball and breaks records in track as well, was awarded a plaque and sign for her accomplishment the following game. You can catch her leading the girls' basketball team through NorCals in the upcoming week as they continue to push for championships.
Well done, Grace, and hey, who knows? Kelly Coulter's school record of 2,072 points might be in range for her as she still has one more season to play. Girls soccer played last week against Linden on Tuesday, winning 6-1 and moving on in playoffs. Continuing to Ripon High School on Thursday, where they were met with heartbreak, although battling tooth and nail to the final whistle.
After coming off a successful pre- and league season, the girls' varsity soccer team survived the first round of the Sac Joaquin section and traveled down to Ripon High School and showed true Falcon fight to the final whistle. Although left with a heartbreaking end, the girls held their heads high for all they have accomplished the past 3 months.
Well, this is officially the first week that spring sports have sprung, and we got 3 matches lined up for you. Yesterday, tennis took to the courts for a home scrimmage opening up the season against El Dorado, but results are not available at time of recording. On Thursday, our boys golf team opens up with a non-conference match as well, starting at 3:30 at their home course held at the Ridge in Auburn versus fellow Foothill resident Nevada Union. And finally, if you are ready for a good old-fashioned game of baseball, our varsity baseball team is hosting the Mesa Verde Mavericks Friday afternoon starting at 3:30. Come out and show your support up at the baseball field. That's all I have for you this week, Colfax. Coming up next week, we jump further into spring sports and our first Athlete of the Week will be held. I'm Sara Detwiler, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Sarah.
In other news, Retro Night was a smashing success.
For those of you that missed the action, here's a quick recap.
Retro Night tipped off last Friday in exciting fashion, with Colfax leading Foothill going into the half to the sounds of a ruckus nest. Falcons showed up in flocks to pack the nest in their retro attire. Post-game, Jim B time traveled back in time to the 80s for the retro dance, where grunge met disco and the sounds of voices and dancing through the night rang out through the hills of Colfax.
Sometimes living in the past can be fun.
I agree. With the mumble rap takeover these past years, it was a sound for sore ears to hear some of the classics again.
It really was, Max. Kids these days just don't know good music anymore. And let's go to Leadership Event Team for reminding us that great music spans all decades.
Autania, I could talk about music all day, but we've reached the end of our show.
Next week, we enjoy a very special Valentine's story, another Around the PVL, and a very special message from the CTV team.
I'm Maxx Wolff.
And I'm Autania Mierow. Have a great day, Colfax.